A very good morning to all of you. I hope all of you are doing great. So to dear students, I welcome you all for today's session. Today being the fourth day of demo class, actually, I just want to know how many of you are attending the class for the very first day? Anybody today attending for the first time? See, all the online students, let me tell, I would be referring to you. I would be interacting with you. The camera is here. But what are the messages you put? I am having it on the right side of mine where a system is going to display me all your chat. So whenever I'm asking something, please respond in the chat. I'll be going through each and everyone's chat here. So any new students in today's class? Please respond. Is today your first day? You're attending the class for the first day today? Yes. Okay. Sanjeevani is telling yes. Okay, Sanjeevani. What about others? Okay, Nagalakshmi is raising your hand. Okay, Nagalakshmi, I got it. So you're also attending for the first day. Okay, apart from these two, I assume all the others are attending it from the previous days. Okay, fine. So dear students, let me tell you whatever we have discussed till now, just a brief of it. And don't worry, those who have missed, those are attending for today. Today is the fourth day of the demo class. We have finished with 3 days of classes. So whatever we have discussed in 3 days of classes, you can just put a mail to our team and you will be getting the recordings of those classes. Okay, you will get the link of those classes. You can watch those videos and go through it. If you still have any doubts, you can reach out to me. Okay, so we have discussed about the things like about computers. We have discussed what a computer will understand. We have discussed something like this. And computers, as I have told, it understand only binary language, the machine level language. And we as a programmer, whatever the code we write, we are going to write it in a high level language. So high level language, if at all directly we give it to the processor will not understand. And for that reason, we make use of one software. And what is the software? Compiler. Correct? So compiler, what it will do? It is going to take the high level language code and convert it into the machine level language code. This is what we have discussed in the very first class. And in the second class, we have discussed about the history of programming languages. So what and all languages that got invented, later how the demands changed. When the demands changed, people started to ask or look for a better programming language which is having more features. So in this evolution of the programming languages, what happened is in that journey, the famous language, the Java language also got invented. So this is what we have discussed. And after that, we have discussed about the memory management. So whenever we take up the hardware components, so we are going to understand that microprocessor will be there, which is mainly responsible for the execution. Apart from that, when we look at the memory management, always two memory devices will be there. One is the primary memory device, another one is secondary memory device. So which is the primary memory device? That is RAM. And which is the secondary memory device? That is the hard disk. This is what we have discussed in yesterday's class. And not only that, we have also discussed about two things. What is that? Loading process and saving process. What is the saving process? What is the loading process? What is that we have discussed? It is going to be like this, dear students. If at all anything should execute, it should be present on the RAM. So when you store something, when you're having something permanently stored, it will be stored where? In the hard disk. So if at all it has to execute, it should be loaded on the RAM. This process is called as loading. And what is saving? If something execution is happening and you want to save that, you have to save it in the hard disk. So the process of saving or storing the things permanently in the hard disk, the files in the hard disk, storing is what is permanent storing is what is called saving. So this is what we have discussed in yesterday's class. And coming to today's class, the important topic is what we are having for today's discussion, dear students. What is that important discussion, ma'am? What is that is, we told this particular language, the Java language, is what type of programming language? I told it is something called platform independent programming language, and it is also having something called portable programming language. This is what we have discussed. Now, what is this platform independent? What is this portable? All these things is what we are going to discuss in today's class. So let's get started, dear students. Before we understand what is this platform independent, because Java is a platform independent programming language, first let us understand what is platform dependency. Even before I discuss these two things, let's first understand what really we mean by platform. What do you mean by platform? Could you all please tell me what do you mean by platform? Yes, everyone, what do you mean by platform? Again, when I tell platform, see, as soon as we tell this word platform, what comes into our mind is, we always remember about this railway platforms, correct? I'm not talking about railway platforms. I'm talking about the platform for a software engineer. From the software perspective, what do we refer a platform as? I just want you to guess. See, you have to put your answers in the chat box. Yes, what according to you is a platform? Can anybody tell me? At least if in case you don't know, you can tell ma'am, no, I don't know. You can just put a no. If in case you know, please put your answers. You don't want to send your answers to me? Okay, let me only tell what really is this platform when we take it from a software perspective. This platform is nothing but it is combination of two things. Platform is combination of two things. What are the two things? Combination of the hardware and the software. Dear students, platform is combination of what? It is combination of the hardware and the software. Together is what we call as a platform. What is the hardware component, ma'am? What is the hardware is the processor. In other words, the microprocessor is the hardware. Combination of the microprocessor and the operating system. I hope you know every system will have the operating system, we tell it as OS. The combination of OS and the processor, microprocessor, together we call it as what? We tell it as a platform. Can you tell me what are the processors we have? If at all you have seen your laptops, in your laptops you have something like this. Intel i3 processor, Intel i5 processor, Intel i7 processor. Maybe like this you would have seen. Yes. Along with that, there is something called AMD processor. So all these are some of the processors. Simultaneously, what are the OS? If at all you have seen, there is something called Linux operating system. Yes, there is something called Windows operating system. Windows, then Macintosh, Mac. Yeah, Mac operating system. All of you, most of our users, you would have seen, you will have which operating system, you will have that Windows symbol, correct? So Windows, that is the OS. If at all you are using Apple product, like the iPhone products, Apple is there, right? That company, not iPhone, the product of that company, Apple. So they'll have the Mac OS, the AirBook, MacBook, all these you have heard, right? So all these are the operating systems, dear students. So combination of both processor and the operating system, we tell it as a platform. Are you all getting this? Maybe if at all in your system you have i3 processor with Linux operating system, we call it, that is the platform of your system. If in case you have Windows with i5 processor, that will be the platform of your system. If in case yours is a Mac OS with AMD processor, that is the platform of your system. So this together is what we refer it as platform. Am I clear with this to everyone? Am I clear? Online students, you have to say yes or no in the chat box, or else it becomes very difficult for me to go for the next topic. Did you all get this? Online students, did you all get this? Online students, did you all get this? Manjunath, Vineet, Somshekhar, are you all getting this? Sanjeevni. So now did you get this? What really is a platform? Yes? Okay. So this is what is a platform. Now, dear students, we should understand something. What is that? We are talking something about platform dependency, platform independency, all these things, right? Huh. So now we have understood what really is a platform, the combination of hardware and the software, which is combination of the processor and the OS. Now let's understand what this is all about. The platform dependency is all about. What really this platform independency is all about. These things is what we are going to discuss now. Am I clear with that? So quickly just make a note of this. Tell it as a platform. Platform is combination of hardware and software. Just quickly write this much. We'll go for the platform dependency. Yes. Yes, Manjunath, you're correct. Platform means both combination of hardware and software. Got this? So just make a note of this quickly. Let's go for what is really the platform dependency and platform independency. Okay. So I hope all of you have completed writing. So just observe here. Don't write anything. Just listen to me. Later, I'll give you time to write. Now, dear students, I'll assume that I have one computer with me. Let me tell, this is my computer now. Ma'am, this big. Maybe why I'm writing this big, you will understand in a time, little time. Okay. So this is my computer, dear students. Now, in this computer, what is that I'm going to be doing is, before I do whatever the necessary things are, let's first tell what is the platform of this. Okay. Let me tell, this is a computer which is having maybe a Linux operating system. What is the operating system? Linux is the operating system. I have Linux OS, and the processor, which processor I am having, I am going to tell you. Okay. Maybe I'm having i3 processor, or maybe I'm going to, yeah, i3 only, I'll keep. This is how we represent the processor. This is how we represent the OS. Am I clear? So what is the platform of this? It is i3 processor with Linux OS. Now what I will do is, I am going to write one C program. Okay. So those who have attended yesterday's class, I hope you remember what will happen in the complete, from the time you write and save a program till the time of execution, what will happen, we have discussed in yesterday's class. Correct? So according to that, you have to understand today's class. What it is, let's say you have written one C program. So this is where I'm going to write the C program. Now I have written this C program. So I'll give the name as add.c. since it's a C program, we have to give the extension as .c. Remember this? So every file will have an extension. Accordingly, the C program file will have .c as extension. Correct? So this is what I have done. And definitely the program, whatever we have written inside this is a high level language program. Yes? Correct? Yes. So next what I have to do, I have to give this program to whom? I am going to give this to one software. And which software is this? This is only the C compiler. This is only the C compiler. Are you all getting this? Everyone? Okay, next. So when I give this add.c, the C program file to the compiler, what compiler is going to do? Compiler will take this high level language code and convert it into what? Convert it into a machine level language code. It will convert it into machine level language code. And this file, whatever after compilation we have got, this will be now what? This will be add.obj. It will be object file. Yes, we have discussed this in yesterday's class. So now whatever we are having is the object file. Now this object file, next what will be done? It will be given to someone called linker. Remember in yesterday's class, what linker will do? It will take this machine level code, nothing but the object file code. So this object file it will take, and you remember it will not be complete, it will be incomplete file because it should link all the necessary library files. So what linker will do? Linker will take this object file, link all the necessary files to it, and it will give the executable file. Then it will be given to loader. Loader, what it will do? It will take this executable file and load it on the RAM. Correct? This is what we have discussed yesterday. But today I will not take linker separately, loader separately, because there is only one software which will do both the things. That software is the name of that software is only we call it as linking loader. So both the things, this one software only will do. What it will do? It will link all the necessary files to that and generate the executable code. And that executable code, it will take and it will load it onto RAM. Let me tell, this is the RAM. So onto the RAM, it will also now load that executable code. Now this executable code is only what? The complete code, complete file. Correct? Now it is complete file. And it will be present in the machine level language. And we tell it as add.exe because this is the executable code. Now, when we have this executable code, the processor is going to take it, process it, and give us the required output. Am I clear with this? This is what will happen in this complete execution, compilation and execution phase of a C program. Correct, everyone? This is what we have discussed in yesterday's class. Am I correct? Yes or no? Respond yes or no, online students. Okay. So accordingly, now what you have seen is on the same platform, within on one single platform, where we have what we have the i3 processor and Linux operating system. So on this, whatever the things are happening, we are having that entire execution we are having on it. Correct? So on the same platform, without any problem, the complete execution and compilation both has happened. Are you all getting this? So whatever you are seeing from here to here, we call this as compilation phase. This phase, whatever you are seeing from here to here, this is the compilation phase. Taking the C file, compiling it and generating the object file. This is what we call it as compilation phase. Then taking the object file, linking it to the necessary files and loading it on the RAM and executing it and giving the required output. This we call it as execution phase. This we call it as execution phase. So both the phases is happening on the same platform. Okay, ma'am, we understood. Maybe I am going to tell this as case 1. This is the case 1. Now, dear students, I am going to consider another case. Are you all getting this? So one more case, maybe I'm going to tell it as case 2. In this case 2, now what I'm going to do is, now dear students, I am going to have again one system here. I have one system here. And I also have one more system here. Okay, maybe now what has happened is you are developing one software. You are writing one code. Now what is it is, you know, later in the early eras when computers were invented initially, not much of the things were happening. Only for few of the purpose computers were used. But I told you later, after the evolution happened, they started to make use of computers for almost all the purposes. For most of the things they started to use computers. Similarly, now you're working in a company and maybe you are using one computer and this is probably a computer of one of your friends who work into another company. When I say other company, maybe in a different location they are working. Are you all getting this? So what you will do is, now you are going to write one program. Okay, maybe the same C program you are going to write here like this. Maybe add.c program you write, which is present in high level language, correct? And before that, maybe you are a Windows user. Let's say you're a Windows user, and maybe the processor that is present in your system is, let's say, i3 processor. Yours is i3 processor. So i3 processor with Windows operating system. This is the platform of the computer which you are using. Now you write this program. Next, what you will do? What you will do? The same thing. You are going to give it to whom? You are going to give it to C compiler, correct? You are going to give it to C compiler. Now what the C compiler will do? The C compiler will now generate one more file. And which is this file, dear students? This is a file. After compilation, it has converted this add.c to add. What is the extension here? It should be obj, the object file it will generate. And now whatever the code we have is in the machine level language. Are you all getting this? So the object file is generated after compilation. Now what you are going to do is, this is your friend who is present in a different location. Now both are working into a company on a project you are working. Now your friend, let's say, is present in the other part of the country, in a different country. So your friend is not using the same platform. I mean, the computer, your friend's computer is not having the same platform. Maybe what your friend is using is, your friend is a user who is having the platform of Mac OS, and maybe the processor that is present in your friend's laptop is i5 processor. Is what? It is i5 processor. Are you all getting this? Now, what is the next thing? What is the next thing is, dear students? You have to understand it very, very carefully here, everyone. So what you will do? Now you have compiled and you have generated the object file, correct? You will, if you try to like execute it, if you do the further process, you have done compilation, execution you have to do. If you do it here only, you will, there is no problem. But what you will do is, now since your friend has to continue the other work, you will tell, your friend will tell, okay, give me that file, your friend will tell. Now after compiling, this object file is generated, right? So what you will do, you are going to give it to your friend. You're going to send that file to your friend. Now, dear students, your friend is having this file with him or her. Okay, which file? It is add.obj file. Add.obj file, and this is a machine level language code. But is it complete? No, it is not a complete file. So this shall be given to whom? This shall be given to someone. And who is that someone? That is the linking loader. Correct? So now what this linking loader is going to be there? Just a minute. Okay, Manjunath. Output not executed, ma'am. Okay, nice, Manjunath. You're already guessing the answer. Okay, so good. Now what this linking loader is going to do? The linking loader is going to link all the necessary library files and also load it onto the RAM. And now we have that code here. So this the add.exe file is generated, and this is also present in machine level language. And now when the processor is trying to execute this, let me tell you, there will be no output. You are not going to get the output. Now, ma'am, you are only telling no output. Why? What is happening? Yes? Now let me answer your question. Previous case, no problem, because compilation and execution is happening on the same system. So there was no problem. Now, dear students, if you observe here, you are compiling the program on one system, which is having a platform i3 processor with Windows. Now, maybe here you are present somewhere where you have the other system, which is having i3 processor with Mac OS. The platform is different. When you are trying to compile it on one platform and execute it on another platform, you are not going to get the output. You are not able to execute. Why? Why is because if you just observe here, when you have compiled, it is compiled, and this file, object file which is generated, it is compatible for this platform, which is i3 processor with Windows OS. But when you're trying to execute that object file on the system which is having which platform? It is not having the platform as i3 processor with Windows, rather it is i3 with Mac. It is a different platform. So that file is not compatible for this platform. There is a different platform. So when there is a different platform, C programming language failed to get executed, which means C programming, whatever we have, is not compatible. If at all you try to execute it on a different system, you compile it on one system and execute it on another system, it will not happen. Are you all getting this? This is what you call it as platform dependency. It is dependent on the platform. C is dependent only with respect to this operating system somebody is having. With this processor they are having, it will get executed. Assume that this is the another computer, what I have considered is same platform. It will execute. If in case it is a different platform, C will not get executed. Why? Because C is not platform independent. It is platform dependent. Only with respect to the same platform, it can compile and execute. Both will happen. If at all platform changes, it cannot get executed. Are you understanding? If at all you want to execute it here, what you have to do? Again from the scratch, write the high level code, compile it, then execute. then it will link the file, it will execute. Which means every time when the platform is changing, you should keep on writing the program again and again compatible for that platform. Are you able to understand? This is why the C language failed. C language was not able to become a platform independent programming language. Am I clear with this to everyone? Yes? Online students, please respond. I want your response. Am I clear with this? Clear. Okay, only Manjunath, it's clear. What about others? Others, is this clear to everyone? Okay. So please tell the heading as platform dependency and copy this. Case 1, case 2. Both, all of you write it. Copy down this. Next, let's proceed and understand the platform independency. So all of you please write this. I'll give you time. Make a note of this. Then we'll discuss platform independency. How Java became different from this. What really happened with Java. Everything in detail we will see now. So make a note of this. I'll give you 5 minutes of time. Make a note of this, whatever is there on the board, then I'll continue. So now, dear students, what really is going to happen is, let's discuss about this platform independency. What really happens in this platform independency, we will discuss now. Okay. Again, for that, I am going to consider that I have one system. Okay, so now please observe here. This is a computer, or this is my system. Now, what I'm having is, on this, I'm having, maybe this is my Windows operating system with maybe I have i5 processor. Okay, this is the platform of the computer. What it is? Windows with i5 processor. Okay. Now, I am going to write Java program. How Java became platform independent is what I'm discussing. In the very first scenario, both compilation and execution, I'll have it on the same. So observe here, I am going to write a Java program. So you know that if at all you write a Java program, definitely this is also a language, high level language program. And if I write it, you know the extension should be .java, correct? For Java file, for a Java program file, it should be .java as extension, correct? Next, I am going to give it to whom? Now, I should be giving it to which compiler? I have to be giving it to Java compiler. I'm going to give it to Java compiler. Correct? So now, when I have given it to the Java compiler, what Java compiler will do? Now, whatever the code I have written, are you all getting this? This is the source code. Source code is nothing but where the main source, main content, main program is present. That is the source file. Now, like before, what was happening? Compiler will take the high level code and it will convert it into machine level code. We were telling it as object file, correct? But Java, what it will be doing is, it will take this .java file and it will convert that high level code to, don't think it will convert to machine level language code. Rather, it is going to generate the intermediate level code. Are you understanding? The code, whatever will be present in this, is intermediate level language code. And this will be what? This will not be the object file. Rather, it will be the class file. We tell it as add.class. So after compilation, whatever the file that is generated will be the class file. And dear students, what is this intermediate level, ma'am? What is this intermediate level language code is? This code, whatever is present after Java's compilation, after the Java's compilation, the code which is generated here, it will neither be present in the high level language code, it will nor be present in the machine level language code. Neither high level nor machine level. It is somewhere in between, intermediate level it is. Are you understanding? That is why we tell it as intermediate level language code. Now, next what will happen? Next, this, whatever intermediate level language code we have, this in the next process, what it is going to do is, you know what it is going to do? Here, something is going to happen. What is that? If you ask me, now there is one special software. One special software. What is that special software, ma'am? If you ask me, that is only, we tell it as JIT. What is it? JIT. What is this JIT? JIT stands for just in time compiler. Just in the time of compilation, just in the time of execution, what this JIT will do is, it will take this add.class, the class file, and this will now generate. What it will generate? Now what it is going to generate is the executable code. And this now will be present in machine level language. Are you understanding? Next process, what will happen? As usual, next it shall be given to the whom? It will be given to the linking loader. To whom it will be given? It will be given to linking loader. Now what this linking loader is going to do? It is going to load this, link the necessary library files, and also load that executable code on the RAM. So the executable file is now loaded onto RAM. Let me write it properly. So now that executable file, we have it on the RAM. Now, you know, there is no problem. This will be taken by the processor. Processor will execute and give us the output. And if you just look at this, dear students, whatever you are seeing from here to here, the generation of intermediate level language, that is the class file, we call this as compilation phase. And from there, the JIT is going to take that file and convert it to the machine level language, link the necessary library files, and load it onto the RAM and execute. We call this as execution phase. Now, if you observe, without any problem, since we are compiling and executing it on the same platform, there is no problem. Correct? Dear students, if you observe, compared to the previous example, the previous scenario, what was happening there? There it was like this. What was happening? This one more person and this one was not there. This one more person means this software. JIT was not there and this class file also was not there. That is the advantage of Java. Ma'am, why? Why? You will understand it now. So please observe carefully here. What is going to happen in the next is, now, okay, when it is on the same platform, fine. What if in case we have different platforms? That is what you have to now observe. Yes. So now please observe. Maybe now I will consider the another case. So what is this is? What is happening in the next is? So please observe everyone. Okay. Just a minute. Now, dear students, let me tell, this is the Windows operating system. Maybe I'm going to tell I'm having i5 processor here. Now, maybe this is having the Mac operating system. And let's say the OS is Mac and processor is i7. If you observe, we are having two different platforms. One is i5 processor with Windows OS. Another is i7 with processor with the Mac OS. Correct? Now moving ahead. What is happening here is, as usual, I will write one Java file here, Java program here, and I will save it. So I will tell add.java. And this is a high level language code. Next, dear students, I am going to give it to what? I am going to give it to the Java compiler. So this Java compiler, what the Java compiler will do? The Java compiler is going to compile the Java program, and what it will generate? It will now generate the intermediate level language code, and we call this as add.class. Nothing but it will generate the class file. And whatever the intermediate level language code is generated, it will neither be present in high level language code, it will not be present in the machine level language code. It will neither be in the format of high level nor in the format of machine level. I will show that once I start executing. I will open and show, you will only see, you will not understand anything. You will not understand anything, dear students. Are you all getting this? So now moving ahead, now what I will do is, now there is a different case. So till now what I was doing, maybe I was just having it on one system, on the same system when I try to compile, and also when on the same system when I try to compile and execute, there was no problem, it was happening. Now what I will do, like in the previous discussion we had, I want to send it to my friend, and my friend will execute. Now, dear students, you should understand something. What is that is, what do you think? I will send this one or this one, this file or this file? Which file you are going to send? You are now going to send this class file. So when you send this class file, now I'm having that dot class file here. So add dot class file is now present here. Now, when it is present here, what you have to be understanding is, this is a intermediate level language code. Now, if at all I have to execute it here, what will be happening? Very first thing is the special software. The special software is which one? That is JIT. JIT stands for just in time compiler. Just at the time of execution, what it will do? It will take this class file and it will generate. It is going to generate what? Let me write it properly. So it is now going to generate the executable file, which we tell it, which is present in machine level language. Now this will be given to whom? This will be taken by, this will be taken by the linking loader. Now this linking loader will link all the necessary library files, and also it will load that file on the RAM. It will load that add.exe file onto RAM, and this will be taken by the processor. Processor will now be able to execute and get us the required output. Now my question is, here without any problem it will get executed. Do you know why? Do you know why? Let me tell you why really it is happening like this. I will tell you now. Okay, dear students, why is this? Because it is that now whatever this intermediate level code that will be generated, right, the class file that will be generated after Java compilation from the Java compiler, it will not be dependent on any platform. It is platform independent file. Are you understanding? It is not dependent. Okay, here it got compiled, it is dependent to this. Here it got compiled, it is dependent to this platform. It is not dependent on the platform. The file what is there, that is not dependent on the platform. So you give it to any other platform system. If you send it to any system which is having a different platform, it will not change. It will not change because it is not platform dependent. So it is not platform dependent. That is why when you send it to other, it is not going to change. And then when you have it on the other system, when it is given to JIT, after JIT, whatever JIT will generate, right? The just-in-time compiler will generate this exe file, right? Now this is a dependent code. Are you understanding? This, if you try to execute in other one, it will not happen. So here what will happen is, automatically when the JIT, what it will do, JIT is present where? JIT is compatible. JIT is dependent on the platform. So it will always generate the executable code which is compatible for that particular platform. So when that is generated, automatically without any problem, execution will happen. So if you observe, we have compiled the file on one system and we are trying to execute it on the another system. Without any problem, it is executing. This is why Java is called what? Java is called platform independent programming language. Because it can be any platform, it will get executed. How it is getting executed? The reason is because of this intermediate level language code, the class file. So class file is not a dependent file. When you send it to the other platform without any problem, it will be going to that. And then there is a special compiler called JIT compiler. What this special compiler is doing is, this will generate the executable file, the machine level language file, which is compatible for that platform. That is how it is going to work. Dear students, Java compiler also is not dependent on any of the platform, but the JIT compiler is there, that will be dependent with respect to that particular platform. In this way, Java became a platform independent programming. It is independent of the, independent means what? It is not dependent on anything. So similarly, Java is not dependent on any of the platform. Any platform you take, it get executed. Are you understanding? In this way, Java is called what? Java is called platform independent programming language. And not only that, one more term I used, that is, it is a portable programming language. What do you mean by this? Portable programming language means, see, if you want to go from one place to another place, what do I tell? You have to transport, correct? If you want to go from one place to another place, you have to transport. Transport means moving from one place to another place without any problem, which if you observe here also, we are able to transport the code from one platform to another platform. This is portable. Without any problem, we are able to transport this program. That is why it is called portable programming language. Am I clear with this to everyone? Yes? Am I clear with this, online students? Kindly respond. Yes? Okay, great. So now you have written both the cases previously, case 1, case 2. So now tell case 3 and case 4, and please copy this and tell this as platform independency. Kindly copy this and then we'll go for the next discussion. Okay, so I assume that all of you have completed. Now, if at all you observe, dear students, now whenever you write any of the programs, okay, you have to understand this. It's very, very important. What do you think which file they are going to send it? Do you think, because both of this, add.java file, the source file, or the class file, both are platform independent. You can send either of this. What do you think which one they are going to send it? Think. So I hope what is this portable, what is this platform independent is clear to everyone. Okay. So understood, I hope it's understood to everyone about the two features of Java, which is Java is a portable programming language and also Java is a platform independent programming language. Am I correct? So these things you have understood. Now let's understand the next part, my dear students. What is that is the another feature of Java. What do we tell that another feature is? Something called Aura. What is this Aura? We will understand now. Okay. Maybe let me tell, this is your computer. Okay, this is your computer. Maybe your laptop, this is your laptop. Okay, next, here I have another laptop. Let's say this is your another friend. This is one of your friend's laptop. And there is one more friend of yours. This is the laptop of your one more friend. And also there is one more friend of yours. And this is the laptop of your one more friend. Okay. Now, all of you are present in different locations. Now you all are developers. Let's say you are a developer and all of your friends, all of you are a very good group. A very good group, and also you all like to play these games, online games, all these things you like. Okay. So now what you do is, as a developer, you are going to develop one gaming application, one game application you have developed. Before that, let me consider the operating systems of each of this. Maybe yours happens to be a laptop with Windows operating system, and maybe you have a processor. Maybe yours is a laptop with i5 processor. Maybe one of your friends happens to be a Linux operating system, will have Linux. And maybe your other friend is having the Mac operating system. Then other friend of yours is having the Windows operating system. Okay. Maybe different processors are also there. I'm not going to consider processor as of now. But these are the platforms. Am I clear with this? Now, today, all of you are connected to each other. All of your laptops are connected to each other. On what basis you have the connection? What is that important thing that is used for connecting across the world, to get connected across the world? Can anybody tell me? Do you know that? Okay, let me only tell. So all of you are commonly connected to each other. How? With the help of internet. Yes or no, dear students? This internet is one such thing which has made all the connections become easy. So every system that you see here are connected to one common thing, which is this internet. Am I clear with this to everyone? Yes. So all the systems are connected to each other with the internet. Now, you have designed one gaming application. So this is your application. Maybe since you have designed a game app, so I'll tell game.java. And this is a high level code. We tell it as source code, correct? This is the source file. Now what you will do, you are going to give it to whom? You are going to give it to the Java compiler, correct? You are going to give it to Java compiler. Now what Java compiler will do? Java compiler will now generate which file? This is the intermediate level language file, which we tell it as game.class. The class file is generated. Now you will call your friends and you will tell, hey, listen, what I have done is I have designed one game application. It is really good. Come, let all of us will play. So now you want to send it to your friends. What you will do, you will tell your friends. What I'll do is I'll just upload it to internet. All of you download it. Correct? Now any applications, any softwares you want to download, you will download it from internet. Yes or no? Similarly, now which file are you going to upload to internet? Do you know which file? If in case you think you are going to upload this high level language code, which is the source code, because this is the class file. If you think you are going to upload the source file, you should never do that. We should never do it and nobody will do it. Why? Why? Because if you are giving your source code, don't you think they know exactly what and all is there? They can make little changes and they can also have their own gaming application until they have also become a developer. They have also designed one software. Are you all getting this? That is why what you will be uploading to the internet is you will be uploading this class file. So now what your friends will do, this friend also from the internet will download. This friend also will download it. What you have done first? First, you have uploaded it. Correct? You have uploaded it to internet. Now, this friend also will download this. Which file they will download? They will be downloading the class file. Now, another friend of yours also, what that another friend will do? This another friend also will now download. And which is this? The same game.java file, the class file. The intermediate level language code, this is also the same intermediate level language code. And what about this another friend of yours? This friend of yours also will download. And now this another friend of yours is also downloaded this game.class file. And now what they are doing? So everyone, this will be for the execution when they try to execute. The JIT which is present in this will be able to convert it to the machine level code, execute, and execution will happen here without any problem. Again, here also, this will be given to whom? This will be given to the JIT, and this JIT is compatible for this operating system. Here also it will execute without any problem. And this friend also will play, this friend also will play. And this friend of yours also will have the JIT, and this JIT is compatible for this operating system, and this friend of yours also will be now able to what? Will now be able to execute and play, or maybe whatever is there, they will also be doing it with this file. Now, dear students, if you observe here, are you all understanding? If at all you observe here, okay, if at all you observe here, again, why is that I have not uploaded the source file? Why we are uploading the class file is because you only think WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, all these softwares are there. Now in the internet, they have uploaded, right? That WhatsApp, all of us have downloaded. All this Instagram, all of us will download. The Facebook will download. Now, if in case they upload the source file of the WhatsApp, in that what and all is there for designing WhatsApp software, WhatsApp application will be present. Now, somebody who know programming, what do you think? If they download and make some changes, wherever WhatsApp is there green color, they will change it to red color. Okay, first chat is coming, then status is coming. This person will change first status, then chat. Like this, some changes they will do, and they will tell, they also have their own software they have developed. They will also give to the market. They will also make money. Are you understanding? That is why you should not give the source code. Source code you should not give to anybody. You should not upload it. But this bytecode, okay, this whatever is there, right? Class file, we tell it as bytecode. This bytecode is neither present in high level nor present in machine level. Somebody download, since it's neither in high level nor in machine level, they will not understand anything. So no problem. Are you all getting it? So whatever we all have is the bytecode. Bytecode means class file. Are you all getting this? Okay. Now, dear students, if you observe, how many times we have written the program? How many times we have written the program? We have written this program only once. Yes or no? Yes, we have written this program only once, and we are able to run, execute. Execute means what? Run the program anywhere, correct? Yes, if you see, we can run here, we can run here, we can run here, we can run anywhere on any system. This is only another feature of Java. What is that feature? That is Aura. This is one of the features. This is asked in interview. Explain the features of Java. So you know one feature, that is Java is platform independent programming language. You know another feature, that is Java is a portable programming language. Now there is one more feature, that is Aura. What is Aura? Java is a Aura programming language. What is this Aura? You can write once and run anywhere. Aura stands for write once, run anywhere. If you observe, how many times we are writing the Java program? Only once we are writing. But how many times we are executing? We are running it any number of times on any of the platform, on any of the system. You can run it anywhere. This is another important feature. Are you all getting this? This is another important feature of Java. You can write once and run anywhere. But if you remember the scenario with respect to C, what was happening? We are able to write it, if at all you write in one platform and run it only there. Again, another platform, write it, run. Another platform, write it one. So any number of times you want to execute, you have to write it. So you have to write more times, you have to run more times. So you cannot write only once and execute or run it any number of times. So every time you write, every time you execute. Yes or no? But Java is not such a thing. Am I clear with this? Is this clear to everyone? Am I clear to everyone? Please respond. Yes? Okay, great. So, good. Kindly make a note of this. This is another feature. Aura. What is Aura? This is the concept of Aura. Please write this. Quickly make a note of this. Okay, so you've understood about what really is this Aura is all about. And now, dear students, there is also another feature of Java which we are left with. Maybe what is that feature? That another great feature. So what is that another great feature we'll discuss? Before that, I have a small video to show to all of you. So let's watch that video. So it is just one of our happy students who have been from We Stand for Solutions to able to get that first dream job of theirs, and being their happiness in all these things is what matters to us. And let's see what really the student has got to tell for us. Let's watch that.
Before coming to the We Stand For You solution, I was facing stage fear, and after attending the so many mock interviews and soft skill sections in the We Stand For You solutions, I got confident to crack my interviews. I've overcome my stage fear and shyness. Hi, myself Monica. I'm from Bangalore. I was completed Bachelor's of Degree in Dr. C.V. Raman University in 2021 with a 68 percentage. I have completed Java Full Stack Development course in We Stand For You Solutions. In 100 days of Java Full Stack Development course, I was learned many things along with my course, and We Stand For You Solutions. The trainers are very friendly and the atmosphere is very good. They help me each and every stage until I get my dream job. Along with the course, they provide me soft skills training. In that soft skills training, they provide me aptitude test and communications and the mock interviews they conduct every weekend. Among the topics which they covered in the same entire week, I got placed as a junior developer in Ketian Groups with a 3 lakhs salary package. And thank you so much, We Stand For You Solution, for supporting me to get my dream job.
Okay, so yes, maybe this is about one of the students from We Stand For You Solutions. And yes, dear students, it is about your hard work and your dedication. Along with that, the opportunity that you get. So I would like to tell you this to make you what the necessary skill set is needed. We are with you. We stand with you in this. And the opportunity you need for getting that job, yes, again, we stand with you for giving you the opportunity that you want. And it is that you who have to now be dedicated, who should be able to focus and also give your time for learning. Okay, so that is what is needed now as of now, and that is what really is needed. Are you all getting this? So with this, I'll maybe keep the class till here for today. Maybe we are left with few other discussions about Java, and not just few discussions. There is so long discussion. So long discussion when I tell 100 days of discussion. Okay, what are we going to discuss in this 100 days? Maybe I cannot really list it in just with the words or in the board. You will understand day by day as we proceed with the classes day by day. You are going to understand the concepts that are related to Java. So dear students, with this, I'll keep the class till here for today. Let's all meet in tomorrow's class. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can just put it in the chat box or you can leave the meeting